Assalamu alaykum, friends. If you're new here, welcome to my channel where I share what I'm learning about dua and productivity and how they can change our lives, inshallah. So, I think I have ADHD, and you know what? I have a feeling you have questioned whether or not you have ADHD as well. You may already feel the need to click away and keep scrolling, but stick with me for a bit. I won't get into the argument about, oh, not everyone has ADHD because the disorder is a genuine neurological condition. But what I will talk about is how our hustle culture encourages any repressed ADHD tendencies that we may have to come out in full force. For 3 years now, I've wondered if what I've been experiencing my whole life is actually ADHD. For as long as I can remember, I've always been the hyperactive one. I talk a lot, I move a lot, and I somehow earned the title Crazy Miriam. I struggled my way through school and university years. My performance was bad for my level of desperation to do well, but I never understood why my studies were so hard. I'm chaotic, I'm scattered, I'm all over the place. Organization is my biggest struggle. I lose my stuff a lot and I'm late for everything. Interestingly, these everyday experiences are the things that I dislike the most about myself because my dream self is just so put together. For the most part, though, I'm learning to find my way around these things, but I feel like I'm missing something. Why am I so different? Why am I still so scattered? I've been connecting the dots between my life struggles and ADHD, but here's the thing. I know I can't say with 100% certainty that I have ADHD. I do have many of the symptoms, but I can't help but wonder if our modern lifestyle is making these symptoms show up even louder. Think about it. We live in a world full of overstimulation. Our smartphones constantly beep and ring and ding, and there's always something new to see on our social media feeds. There's information everywhere, shiny objects that never stop shining, and ads that scream at us every day, all fighting for our attention. This could be why so many of us feel overwhelmed, unfocused, and yes, ADHD like. We're also very busy. We're doing 1,001 things at the same time because busy is the newest and coolest currency, right? As a result, we're having to switch between tasks at a rate that our brains cannot keep up with. And so we're unable to concentrate for long periods of time, which of course leaves us feeling like we're falling behind again. We're addicted to the dopamine high that comes from checking our phones, and so we're glued to our devices. We don't know what going a day without the scroll is like. Some of us don't even remember what it's like to sit on the toilet without the scroll. Do you see how damaging this stuff is? The more we continue, though, the harder it becomes to break free from what I like to call the grip. At a point, I was 100% convinced that it was Shaitan that had a grip over me. I was stressed and depressed, and instead of getting up to put my life together, I sat in my misery, scrolling and scrolling to numb myself and to escape. Instagram and her cousins are designed to be addictive. That's the whole idea. You are supposed to stay glued because how else would they make money? But for someone like me, and maybe you, with potential ADHD tendencies, it's a big recipe for disaster. I find myself getting stuck in comparison mode, constantly comparing myself to others who seem to look better, filter, who seem to do more good work, highlight reel, and who seem to have their lives figured out. They don't. And of course, I end up feeling way behind as a result. And then I get overwhelmed and depressed and stuck in a cycle where I want to escape and numb, and it goes on and on. Many of us are facing similar issues. We're overwhelmed by the constant demands for our attention and the addictive pull of social media. It is overwhelming. But here's the thing, we don't have to let these challenges define us. We have the power to take control of our lives and to reclaim our focus, productivity, and well being. I want to leave you with something to think about. You see, it's easy to tie all our struggles to ADHD, but don't you think it's high time we consider the role that our modern lifestyle, especially our screen addiction, may be playing in worsening our ADHD-like symptoms. And so I invite you to sit with the next 3 questions for a bit. Number 1, what's actually driving your screen time habits? Number 2, how can you create more boundaries and carve out uninterrupted quiet time in your day? And number 3, what's one thing you know you need to do but you're not doing because you don't have enough time? And bonus question, do you really not have enough time? One thing that stands out on my breakup with my phone journey is everything is so much better when I've gotten enough clarity to focus on the things that truly matter to me. I like to use a different kind of vision boarding system to do this, and I actually have a workshop coming up to show you exactly how you can set one up for yourself in time for Ramadan, inshallah. So make sure you're subscribed to my email list to be the first to know when the workshop goes live. I look forward to continuing this screen addiction or ADHD conversation with you in the comments, inshallah. And as always, may Allah guide us to more clarity, more focus, and may He help us take ihsan level action towards the things that truly matter to us. See you in my next video. Assalamu alaykum.